Hi everyone, Ryan here, founder of Social Shortcuts. Today I'm with Ciaran Callam, recently been filmed for a documentary called A Year to Fall in Love. We were both filmed for a documentary, but I know you're definitely on it because I've seen it in the advert. And we're going to interview him today about what he's been doing, how he found it, what he's learnt. We've known each other for a while. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Ryan. On our channel and on our website and in real life, we coach people with social skills for any situation, including conversation, body language, how to never run out of things to say, flirting and dating, how to be more funny, how to be more charismatic, things like that. Check out our website if you want to book a free trial. Ciaran, I want to ask you a few questions about your experience of the documentary. Could you please explain to us what the documentary is about?
Alright, so the documentary, as you said, is called A Year to Fall in Love, and it follows the highs and lows of dating. So there's about 20 single people across the UK who were given these cameras and told to document every facet of their dating lives. So rejections, Tinder matches, heartbreak, all of that sort of stuff, and that's basically what I did for 12 months. It was a pretty intense period and I learned a lot about myself as a result.
Okay, so what did you learn about yourself whilst filming?
Alright, well, one of the things I learnt is that I'm probably a brave person. And I don't really mean that in an arrogant way, but there's a time when I was filming when I actually broke down and cried. Because the long and short of it is that I was imagining the possibility of having children before, or having children after my parents die, and therefore my parents never get to meet my children. And it really got me upset and I broke down and I cried. But I actually shot the video and then afterwards I thought, hold on, am I actually going to use this video? But I did, and now I've seen the advert and the video is in the advert. I'm very scared, but at the same time I had to be brave to take that risk.
Okay, fair enough. So what new things did you learn about dating, socialising, stuff like that whilst you were filming on your journey recording?
Alright, so this is going to make you feel quite good, because something that you said to me is that when you interact with people, you like to create a win-win situation. Mm-hmm. That's what you said. Like, whenever there's something where you're trying to convince someone to do something, think of a way to make it mutually beneficial so that no one's being taken advantage of. My girlfriend flat out refused to be in the documentary at first because she was too scared. She didn't want the nation to see her. She was worried about what people would say, etc. I created a win-win situation by basically showing her how to use the documentary to promote herself as a yoga teacher, which she actually is. So when we were in the documentary, we made loads of videos showing her doing yoga and mentioning that she's a teacher. We set up a website, and I've put things in place so that people will Google her from the show and then just go, oh, yoga, blah, 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 and then give her, clients. And that's something that I got from you.
Okay.
So if not for you, she wouldn't have been in the documentary, and then as a result, I wouldn't have been in it as much, and that would have hurt me in my future career.
Thanks, yeah. That's one thing we do for coaching, is we coach people on how to make a situation so that it's a win for both people involved. So you're never really like manipulating someone into doing something bad. You're always creating a situation where both people win. And also creating a situation where either response someone gives you wins both ways, which you'll see on another one of our videos. So on your social media, you give yourself a lot of challenges that you follow for 30 days, sometimes 6 months. I've seen you take up MMA, which I like because I do, working out for summer, Street Fighter, getting good at Street Fighter. What was another one? Approaching women every day. And you said a minute ago you were about to do one called
Black Guy Learns to Dance.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay.
Which is exactly what it says on the tin.
What's the point of these challenges? How do you think it helps? And what do you have to say about them?
The point of the challenges is to push myself to be more than I currently am, and to show other people that they can do the same thing as well. That's the point. The way it helps is because by doing a challenge on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram, where everybody who knows me is able to see it, I'm forced to follow through. I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm the guy who said he was going to do something and then didn't actually do it.
Yeah, that's a good general motivation tip as well. If you tell other people you're going to do something, it makes you more likely to do it.
Yeah, that's a huge part of why I do it. Otherwise, I'd be just doing it privately. And what was the last part of your question?
The last part of my question was just, do you have any more comments on why you do it, how it helps? Do you even do it because it helps?
No, I do. Because I found that the more that I push myself and the more I learn to do things, the more it shows me that I actually can learn.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So for instance, I was overweight as a kid. So I was like, oh, I'm never going to be in shape. But then I actually did get in shape. I was like, oh, hold on. See if I can do this. What else actually can I do? Is it possible for me to learn MMA? Is it possible for me to learn another language? So that's basically it. It's like you have a little ball which is your comfort zone, and then you expand the ball, and then it kind of expands your imagination as well.
Yeah, and I feel like having lots of new experiences sort of helps you become more of a diverse, interesting character as well.
I guess, yeah.
To be honest, and also that probably wouldn't have led you probably wouldn't have led on to being filmed in the documentary.
No, that's
if it
exactly
wasn't
right.
for- Yeah.
Yeah. The documentary came purely as a result of something I did called 100 Women in 50 Days, where I, Jesus. The documentary.
That's what happens. Approaching 150 women in so many days, lose your voice.
Effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chance to do it on
Yeah.
video.
All of that shouting and screaming at random women, it's like you can't talk afterwards. But yeah, I approached 2 women a day for 50 days.
Yeah.
And I posted about it on social media, and then the documentary team contacted me directly as a result of the challenge. So had I not done
Oh, right,
that,
okay.
yeah, directly as a result. Yeah. So if I hadn't done that challenge, they wouldn't have contacted me.
Sure. Okay, that's good. So you've known me for a while. I was filmed doing a bit of coaching on the documentary. Not sure if it'll be shown or not. I know you're definitely being shown. You know about my coaching. You know a few people who have done it. Although you haven't done it yourself. We've mainly just sort of worked together because you've worked part-time as a journalist and stuff like that. What do you have to say about the coaching? How can it be helpful to people? Why should they do it?
All right, so if you are a person who feels like you're lacking in confidence, you don't know how to talk to people, and maybe you feel like you've got a lot to offer the world, but for whatever reason when you get around people, you're compressed and you're not displaying the part of yourselves that you really want to, and maybe people think you're boring, they think you're a loser, or people are just weirded out by you. If it's anything like that, or maybe you just feel like you're not interesting enough and you want to be more dynamic, that's where his coaching will come in.
Yeah.
Because confidence and social skills, well, it is a skill. So being able to hold a conversation isn't really much different than being able to kick a football. It's something you can learn to do.
Yeah, you can definitely learn it. Some of it's sort of overcoming or somewhat controlling certain emotions in your head, whereas some of it's actually more of a skill, things you have to think about. And that's where it can be quite fun, to be honest, speaking to new people. People who are very unconfident often find it a chore speaking to new people, but once you start to get a bit better at it, more confident with it, it is actually really fun. Humans are made to enjoy speaking to other humans.
Yeah, it is supposed to be pleasurable.
Yeah. Check out the other videos on our channel as well. We've got a bunch of things explaining stuff and trying to make the channel better. It's quite new at the moment. And if you want to book a free trial session, go to our website. So I've known Ciaran for a while. He's about to be on TV. Your social media is really good to follow. I followed it for quite a while myself, obviously, because we
People
know each
say
other.
that, I don't agree.
No, why not?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too judgmental. I don't really think my social media is all that, but
I think it's good because of the things that you post. And it's quite inspirational to see like the progress that you're making in certain areas. Like for working out and for MMA, you're just documenting like what you go through. What are your social media links, just in case someone wants to follow you?
Okay, so luckily for me, I'm actually the only Ciaran Callam on planet Earth. So basically at twitter.com/Ciaran Callam, CIARANCALLAM, Instagram.com/Ciaran Callam. You type that name into Facebook, you find my Facebook page. That's basically how people can find me.
And be you releasing a book soon?
Yeah, well actually, by the time anyone watches this, the book will be released. It's a fiction book. It's called Death of the Ego. It's the first in a series of 3. The series is called Star Revolution. Basically, Christian fundamentalist terrorists bring about the downfall of society. And there's riots, there's looting, there's murder, there's mayhem, there's chaos in the streets. As social order is completely falling apart, an evil prick of a drug dealer ends up looking after a newly orphaned young girl, 8-year-old girl. Now he wanders across the UK together as society is just going to shit. And through the childlike innocence and beauty of this little girl, he looks in the mirror for the first time in his life, realises he's an evil piece of shit, that he's never liked himself, and then emerges from a chrysalis of intense pain to become a better person.
Okay.
That's the book.
Do you feel like that relates to you in any way?
I think I'm the drug dealer and the little girl.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, I think the drug dealer's
Let's
my
not
dark
go
side.
too much into why you might be a drug dealer or a little girl, but it sounds like a good book.
Yeah,
I'll
conflicted.
definitely read it myself.
Please do.
Make sure to
Please
follow
do.
him. Check out his book.
Thank you.
If you want to learn social skills, follow our channel, or better still, go to our website, book a free trial, get in contact with me, one of our other coaches. We're all here to help you. We've got a unique process for helping people with social skills, and it's really working well. We just need to reach more people, basically. Thanks, Ciaran, for coming on my channel.
Thanks for having me.
Well done for a good interview.
Cheers.
Hope to see you again soon, probably
Yeah.
straight after this video finishes.
And yeah, thanks for having me. Bye bye.